Behavioral answers fail for two reasons: no structure, so they ramble, and no result, so there's nothing to actually score. Star fixes the structure. An AI overlay makes the story land at a company hiring for judgment about models. Both take about 5 minutes to learn, and they pay off in every behavioral round for the rest of your career. Let's get into them. Here's the promise. By the end, you'll have 3 or 4 real stories. Each is structured so the interviewer can follow it, each lands on a number, and each is tagged with the specific AI judgment it shows. Match the right story to the question, and behavioral interviews stop being scary. STAR has 4 parts. The discipline is keeping the first 3 short so you actually spend your time on action and land a real result. S is situation. Just 1 or 2 sentences of context: where, when, and what was at stake. Give enough to understand the story, but no more. Candidates burn half their time here, so don't be one of them. T is task. What was your specific responsibility or the problem you personally owned? Make it clear this was yours, not the team in general. Say you were the PM responsible for X. A is action. This is the heart of it. What did you actually do, step by step, and why? This is where your judgment shows. Say I, not we, when you describe your decisions. The interviewer wants your calls, not a team summary. R is result. What happened with a number? Cut review time by 40%. Raised task success from 71 to 88%. The eval set caught 3 regressions before launch. No number means no result, which means a weak answer. If you genuinely can't quantify it, quantify the proxy. Think time saved, tickets reduced, or a rate that moved. That's STAR, and it works for any behavioral question. Now for the AI part. At an AI company, behavioral questions aren't just testing if you can tell a story about work. They're probing specific judgment about building with models. When you pick and tell your story, aim it at one of these 4 areas, because that's what they're really scoring. First is eval rigor. Did you measure or did you ship on vibes? The strongest AI stories have an eval set inside them. Saying you built a golden set of 200 real queries and measured faithfulness before and after each change is a sentence that makes an interviewer sit up. It's rare, and it's exactly the discipline they need. Second is honesty about model limits. Did you design around what the model couldn't do, or did you pretend it was magic? A story where you surfaced uncertainty to users, added a human handoff, or scoped the feature to what the model could reliably do shows mature judgment. Third is working with research and scientists. Cross-team stories where you and an ML scientist aligned on a shared metric or eval set signal that you can actually operate in an AI org. PM and research have to speak the same language. Fourth is honest reflection on failure. The tell me about a failure question wants a real one with a systemic fix, not a humble brag. Say you shipped without an eval set, a model update silently regressed quality, and users noticed before you did, so you built the eval pipeline that would have caught it. That's strong because the fix is systemic and you own the miss. Let me walk through one. The question is to tell them about a time you built an AI product from scratch. Situation: short. At my last company, support tickets were growing faster than we could hire, and leadership wanted an AI assistant to deflect the simple ones. Task: I was the PM who owned it end to end. That meant scope, data, eval, and launch. Action, and this is where the time goes. I started narrow with only the top 5 ticket types because I didn't trust the model on the long tail. The data problem was real, so I used our historical tickets with known resolutions as both the grounding source via retrieval and the eval set. Before writing any launch plan, I built a golden set of 300 real tickets and defined success as the assistant answer matching the human resolution. I set a confidence threshold. Below it, the assistant handed off to a human rather than guessing, because a confidently wrong support answer erodes trust fast. I also ran it in shadow mode first, comparing its answers to the human ones without showing users, until faithfulness on the golden set held above 90%. Result: we deflected 32% of eligible tickets in the first quarter and held customer satisfaction flat. The confidence threshold handoff meant zero of the escalated complaints were about a wrong AI answer. The eval set later caught a regression when we swapped models before it ever reached users. Listen to the shape. Situation and task are 2 sentences each. The action carries the whole story and hits every overlay signal. I started narrow because of model limits, built the eval set, designed the failure case, and shadow deployed. The result has 3 numbers in it. That gets you hired. Let's kill 4 quick myths. First, a long setup doesn't buy you a better story. It just eats the time you need for action and result, so keep your situation and task to a sentence or two. Second, saying we doesn't make you sound like a team player. For the action, say I, because they're scoring your judgment, and saying we decided hides whether you actually decided anything. Third, is a soft result fine if the story is good? Absolutely not. No number means no result, so always land a metric, even a proxy. Finally, should the failure story make you look good? A real failure with a systemic fix scores much higher than a fake one. They want to see you learn, not pretend that you never miss. That's the whole thing. Star keeps it structured with a numbered result. The AI overlay covering eval rigor, honesty about limits, working with research, and honest failure is the judgment they're actually scoring. Prepare 3 or 4 real stories, structure each as star, and tag each with the signal it best shows. That way, you can match a story to whatever they throw at you. Memorize this framework. Star keeps it structured with a number in the result, and the AI overlay is the judgment they're really probing. Keep the situation short, make the action yours,